It's messed up. Hey, everybody. It's Chase with AVA Pop Culture. What is up? Friday night. I said, hey, we got people in here already. Sorry. I was like, usually I try to get on a minute or two early, but I'm, let me know if you can hear me, first of all, before I start talking too much. This camera got dropped. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Becca, Quietly Games in the house. Quietly Games. I just got a care package from you. Thank you so much. Tim, what's up? Steve, Icon in the house. We got an Icon in the house tonight. Space Case Collectibles, Trek or Not. Marty, here we go. Hi ho. Oh boy. Yeah. We're going to talk about that just a little bit. Yo, boy, BMG 501. My nose is itching off my face. Hey, Colton, I appreciate that. It says, really like my YouTube channel. I appreciate that. Thank you. I was actually a little bit like, I try to always be on a couple minutes early, but cat hair on me. I was finishing up tomorrow's video. So the Disney announcement. Hey, Anthony, we're going to get into the Disney announcements. Of course, everybody knows about Tombstone, although they dropped an update on Tombstone today. But they made another big announcement too today that I don't think a lot of people have seen yet. Nico. Nicholas, what's up? Somebody coming to see me. My nose has been itching all day, but like we've had the windows open too much the past couple of days. So like my eyes, my nose, all that are just killing me. Hey, Caveman Movies and More. I appreciate that. He says, hey, everyone, please hit the like button for this cool cat. I appreciate that. Nico, what's up? My chair is too low. John Doe Juggalo in the house. John, your stuff's getting sent out. I'm trying to do shipments like every so often, and we're going to have a giveaway tonight. So if you hear laughing in the background, Rich is over there watching reels. So it's just like random bursts of laughter. Nico, I appreciate that. Basement Blues, what's up, man? The big announcements. Well, there's movies. There's actually something from Disney's parks too today. We'll give everybody a couple minutes to catch up. There's about 50 of us in here so far. I was in such a hurry. I sat down. I didn't get any water to drink. I guess just some lemon water. Boogeyman's Closet in the house. What's up? Oh, I appreciate that, my friend. I really do.
Hot or cold?
Just cold. Just regular water. Your palm is itching. Yeah, it's like if your palm's itching, you're supposed to be getting some money. I wish. What did I have for dinner? So I did move 30 minutes. I moved this. I was originally going to do it at 8:30. I moved it back to 9 so that I could finish my video for tomorrow, get it scheduled, and so that I could eat dinner. And I had my first, what I call treat meal in a while. I had some pizza from Mellow Mushroom tonight. And I had a piece of cake, which was like the first true sweets I had in a while. And I used to be able to eat so much more before I started really trying to trim down, like back when I was playing football and stuff. Even the past couple of years when I was lifting really heavy weights, but like I was out after 3 pieces. I could not eat more than that. I love Mellow Mushroom. Yes, Joe, we are going to talk about that too. All right. We also are going to give away something in here tonight. So let me set the goal. So usually what I do with the giveaways is we started setting this goal because apparently it helps get us found out there. And if we get close to this goal, we hit this goal, then that helps me cover the shipping on everything. I'll show you guys what we're going to give away tonight. The Art Attack box hasn't sold out yet. I'm surprised. So you guys know I love my man's. Yeah, shipping ain't cheap. Shipping ain't cheap. It adds up because I'm already paying for the stuff I'm giving away. But you guys know I'm a big fan of Blockbuster box set stuff. His slip covers, his boxes, stuff like that. Well, I have Mandalorian Season 1 and Season 2 that we hit some goals tonight. I will give these away to a lucky winner. So the complete first and second season. I actually bought these a long time ago, but then I got his new ones too. So I don't need two sets. I just wanted I wanted mine to match. So I'm going to give these away tonight. Some Blockbuster box sets. Yeah, the Mando boxes are super cool. Super cool. T. Shofi in the house. Rural in the house. How's it going? Nico. Why so Bluetooth in the house? Anthony, what's up? Yeah, Lone Soldier. So we'll talk about that first a little bit. Everybody rushed to really, really fuss about, like, before we even knew the price of the Steelbook on Tombstone, everybody's like, $65, and they don't even have a standard. And like, then today they like, oh yeah, we're going to do a standard too. We're going to do a standard. Hey, Nicholas gets to start off with a $5 super chat. I appreciate that, my friend. He said, nice to see everyone. Should be a fun stream tonight. Yeah, nothing too serious. We're going to talk about some fun stuff for sure. Yes, rest in peace to Wings Hauser. Let's see. Do I have the Carpenter? I can't remember if I had the Carpenter still back here, but me and my boy Brian at the Last Movie Standing and Jason over at Pop Culture Mass, we are going to do a full like watch along commentary to the Carpenter. We had already were planning to do that. Now we're going to try to do it next week in kind of in honor. There he is, his alter ego, Team Alme Studios. Jason is awesome. Jason is awesome. You know, I did not realize that. I guess I just never put two and two together that Wings Hauser is Cole Hauser, who is Rip from Yellowstone. That's his father. That was his father. The List King. You know, it's funny because I really only end up doing like I'm really probably only going to start doing like the one recommendation list a week on Saturday because they're very, very time consuming, those type of lists. I did get I did get The Beyond from Grindhouse. I did. And you know what? I have never seen the movie. So Confessions of a Window Cleaner, I have seen recently on Tubi, as I've been trying to watch more stuff. Why So Bluetooth? Got my hardware 4K from Umbrella today. So I've never seen that either. And my man Joseph Vincent, who's on here a lot and has a huge channel, he keeps telling me, he's like, I don't know how I missed it. It's so good. I got to see it. I've never seen it. Tim, parent troubles. Nicholas said he saw Gladiator 2, wasn't as bad as the critics said, liked it, but not as good as. It's very hard to compare with the first. It's going to be very hard. You mean Rutger Hauer? Rutger Hauer is Hauer, not Hauser. Unless there's another Hauser. Red 5 standing by, William. Umbrella's box sets are top notch. Oh, Beetlejuice. I'm not going to stop doing the list. I'm just talking about the like the ones like the sex comedies list and the creature feature list and stuff like that with a lot of clips. You guys don't know those videos take a long time to do. Because you got to watch the movies and know the movies. You have to pull the clips. You got to find and pull the clips and convert them, bring them into Adobe Premiere. You got to record your videos, do the graphics, then sync up clips of the video with where you're talking. It is not a quick process at all. So I'm probably going to start leaving those mainly one a week. Occasionally I'll drop a second one in the middle of the week, like I did this week with the creature features in the middle of the week. But like my other lists, like I'll tell you, I got some like just kind of rankings type stuff coming up, but not like clip stuff, actually more physical media stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of work to edit those. It takes a long time. I don't know if I've seen Dead Sexy, Becca. Boogeyman's Closet. I appreciate it. A $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. He asks, I'm still going to Orbit DVD. I am still trying to plan a trip to Orbit DVD, but it is a full plate I got right now. I am trying my best to work ahead on videos so that I actually can take a day off here and there to watch more movies and still put out a video every day and kind of relax. I'm back into training with my son because football season's right around the corner, and that's a big part of his future. So that takes some time up. So it's we're trying to get up there though. You got your Long Kiss Goodnight already? See, that's the I ordered that from Arrow, and I just got a notification that it just shipped today. That's crazy. You get it faster through Orbit. I'm honestly probably going to stop ordering directly from Arrow. I wasn't crazy over the Lethal Weapon 4K Steelbook art, to be honest with you, Quietly Games. It's not, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. My first inclination was I didn't think it was that great. Beetlejuice, you live right next to the archive and you never go from Vinegar Syndrome. Kino having a sale next Thursday. Media Madness, what's up? See if I missed anything else on here. Yeah, it just didn't like. I mean, I know this, we all know the scene. I mean, I ordered the UK set. So that's probably enough for me. Why So Bluetooth says there was a film enthusiast who got crap yesterday for shilling the Den of Thieves box set Lionsgate Limited, jocking the box but has not seen the films. It was a non-review, which was annoying. Well, I will say this, and I tell Risha this all the time, and she'll vouch for me if I ask right now. I always say I will not talk to you guys. I will not review a movie or talk about a movie I haven't seen and I haven't watched. I won't do it. I just don't think that I don't think that's right, because I mean, if I've seen the movie 100 times, then I might put it in and just, if I don't have time, I might check the 4K, watch a few minutes, skim through parts that I know would be hard to watch, check the 4K again. Even that, I usually spend 20 or 30 minutes. But I'm never going to review like a set that I don't watch. But that's me. Everybody can do their own thing. Donnie Deadite said, hey, Chase just popped in to say we are in Texas for Cult Classic Convention, about to eat dinner. Hope you guys have an awesome night. I appreciate it, man. Have fun out there. Steven says hit the like button. I appreciate it. Oh, and Tubi is picking up Looney Tunes starting next month. That's fun. Team Alme Studio says, agreed. I like the Lethal Weapon Chunky box. Oh, yeah. The Chunky box is way better, I think. It's way better. I jumped on that right away. Lethal Weapon's a top 25 favorite movie of all time for me, regardless of genre. So that was a big one. And talk about some big ones coming out. So Tombstone, everybody attacked because they just assumed the price was going to be high and there wasn't going to be any options. We still don't know the price, but they already announced today a standard version. So you're not going to have to get the Steelbook. That's big. But the other big thing that nobody's talking about that me and Jason Bryan were talking about, I don't know if you guys saw, but Disney has also announced that they are doing Pretty Woman in 4K. So we're getting Pretty Woman in 4K. Now, there was a attachment that came along with the Tombstone announcement because everybody assumed it's Sony because of that deal, and maybe Sony will distribute it. But Disney actually has said on these films that it's the Disney artists that are the Disney filmmakers that are doing the restoration, not Sony, on Tombstone and Pretty Woman. So I don't know what Sony may actually distribute it. I don't know, but it doesn't look like Sony's not doing the restoration work. Disney is actually touting that they are doing the restoration work. They also made that statement with The Sound of Music. So there's definitely movies that they want you to know that they're doing the work. And apparently Sound of Music, Tombstone, Pretty Woman are those. So they're doing themselves. So it's apparently not Sony doing that work. But Pretty Woman is a big one. Those are two in consecutive days. Tombstone and Pretty Woman are two really big ones out there. And I have a theory as to why they announced them yesterday and today. I think it's to alter the news flow of movie people away from Snow White and on to these big announcements coming out. Tombstone's one of my favorite Westerns. It's up there. Predator is always underrated, in my opinion. That's probably my favorite Arnold movie, believe it or not. Let's see. Oh, Boogeyman, you got Captain Kronos and pre-ordered Four-Sided Triangle. Awesome. I did too. I pre-ordered that. Alan said you reviewed Night of the Creeps. I believe you said it's darn good. Now at least one Dead Pit guy shit all over it. Am I missing something? Don't cancel that. If you want that movie, that is the best that movie's ever going to look. That movie, that 4K is a 9+ out of 10. That is a 9+ out of 10. You got to understand, there are some people out here on the YouTube space, their shtick now is to be super negative against Vinegar Syndrome and Scream Factory. That's their shtick. Objectively, I have no skin in the game from any one of these companies, none of them. So I'm just going to tell you from a filmmaker's standpoint and a fan, but a filmmaker first, if the thing is good or not. And that 4K is incredible. That is an incredible 4K. So I really don't know why they're shitting on it, unless it's just part of their act, part of their shtick. I don't know. I don't watch those guys enough to know that, because I'm not a negative person by nature. So I don't seek to be negative. And to be honest, there's very few people on here who, when it comes to technical aspects of a 4K, there's not a lot of people that I listen to a whole lot, because I've literally worked on film preservation and made films for a lot of my life. So I don't like, if Vinegar Syndrome people were on here talking, I would listen. Like, I literally bought stuff from them for extra features where they're talking about stuff, because I feel like I can learn something from them. But the Night of the Creeps is just an excellent 4K. The only knock is it doesn't have the theatrical cut. you're only talking about the only difference is like the ending scene. So, and it's very, very small. And they do have that scene on there as an extra feature. But that thing is loaded with new extra features too, like 2 big new extra features. Commentary with outside filmmakers and an actress from the movie. And so not just like critics or whatever, but actually working filmmakers. And that whole new retrospective with Fred Decker. That is a solid release. So I don't know. I mean, you know, it's like if you're always negative on stuff as part of it, it just becomes white noise at that point. I don't know. But I mean, maybe I'm sure they maybe have their reasons. Steve, what's up, man? Steve, he's dropping. Not only is he an icon, he's an icon in here dropping a $5 super chat. Cheers, my brother. I appreciate that so much. Let me see. You've never seen Pretty Woman? Why So Blue Tube? It's good. It's good. Let me see who I missed in here. Webb Chase, what's up? From Decatur Neighbor, what's up, Webb? Yeah, April's going to be a busy month. April is going to be a busy month. Blow this thing and go home. That's what she said. Juanita, hello. Risha says, hello, Juanita.
The cat's asleep. But
Cat's asleep. Oh, man, Gleaming the Cube. I would love to get Gleaming the Cube. Apocalypto. I actually don't have that one. Oh, yeah, the Wild Bunch. I'm a big Peckinpah guy, so I like the Wild Bunch. Unfortunately, Lone Soldier, yeah, negativity does get views. A lot of times it does. People want drama. I try to avoid drama. Not good for your health. And doesn't do anything for anybody. I just tell you like it is. If I think something's crap, like I love Scream Factory, I love Vinegar Syndrome, love Arrow, I like everybody. I buy stuff from everybody, but I'll tell you if I think something they're doing is wrong, but not just complain, tell you why from a subjective reason why I think it's wrong or why they're doing something they shouldn't. Not just come in here and just bitch and complain. Yeah, Tim, I agree. It's so Night of the Creeps is so good. I don't know what there is really to complain about that. Some people need just something to hate too. That's true. Yeah, Quietly Games, that, and I called Scream Factory out on that. I have to, I don't understand why Joy of Sex, not Scream Factory, Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know why Joy of Sex didn't get a 4K because it looks so good. They did a 4K scan. They did a 4K restoration. So they did both. And then they put it on a Blu-ray. And the only thing I can think is that expanding that out onto a 4K may have made some blemishes more visible that are hidden on Blu-ray, or, and this might be more likely, they might have thought that it wouldn't sell enough. And as you're sitting right now, it still has 2,000 left on Blu-ray, or right at it, like 1,800, something like that. So they might have just calculated and been look, if we have to sell this thing for another $7 or $10, we're not going to move enough units. That might be it. It's got to be one of those two things. But I give them more the benefit of the doubt because I can't think of a time where they hit me with releasing a Blu-ray, like doing a restoration, releasing a Blu-ray, and 6 months later or a year later release the 4K. I can't think of them doing that. We are living in a new age of physical media and collecting, that's for sure. My thoughts on Daylight and Dante's Peak. Well, I talked about that a lot last week and on my video about it, but I think we'll probably get it again. I'm still not convinced we'll ever get it from Kino. But we'll see if we do. We'll get it from somebody. The Daylight 4K is muddy. It's not that great. And they didn't do a restoration. They just did a scan. And there's no way that film wasn't exposed to elements, the water, moisture, heat, all that kind of stuff, dirt, when they filmed. There's no way. That's the kind that's kind of like prime for a full, like, hands-on film restoration, then scan it, then a digital restoration. And they just scanned it. They didn't restore anything. So there is no, as far as I see, I just see a new scan. Nobody did restoration work to it. Other than adding the Dolby Vision grade or whatever, the HDR grade. Steve, your wife loves Pretty Woman. Risha probably she likes Pretty Woman too, but I like Pretty Woman. Ashley, you've been wondering on what my take is on movies having trigger warnings. I think it's absolutely stupid. They're rated. Movies are rated. That should be enough. If a movie has, like, I just can't with that. Like, I'll go down a big bad road. I can't, because it leads too much in the censorship and just being soft. Like, you already have a ratings on there. And if somebody deems that it's PG, then that's for, parental guidance for just general audiences. So you shouldn't be worried about a trigger. And if it's rated R, then it's already for adults. And if adults can't handle the subject matter, they got bigger problems than a trigger warning to start with. So, stop being candy asses. That would be my suggestion. Todd, I 100% agree we need a Big Trouble in Little China 4K. Don't know why we don't have that one yet. That's a Disney. I think it's Touchstone. So maybe it's coming. Maybe it'll come. That would be awesome. I really wish they would give it, though, to like Scream Factory or somebody, so that we could complete these the Carpenter set from them and get like maybe eventually a complete Carpenter box from them. Yeah, that's it's a lot coming the next couple of months, Rural. You watched Rad yesterday for Rad. That's awesome. Like, I haven't watched it since I got the Scream Factory Scream Factory. I got them on the brain since that conversation. Vinegar Syndrome 4K on the out of print sale where they magically found like a few hundred more. I haven't watched it. I don't know anything about Perfect Creature or Dark Wolf off the top of my head, Becca. Yeah, April's going to hurt the wallet, Nicholas. Airheads 4K would be fun. That would be fun. And while we're talking about comedies like that, and I hate to jump on Kino again, there's still been no update on Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison 4Ks. And now we've got Happy Gilmore 2 coming out. Those movies should be lined up to come out right around the time that the new Happy Gilmore is released. Like, what the hell? Did they lose the rights to it, Jason? I'd like to see him get it back. I mean, it's just like in limbo. We need the 4K. Probably, yeah. It's probably going to come from Disney then at this point. I just want a big Carpenter box set. Let me catch Oh, The Great Outdoors. The Great Outdoors, that's going to look so good on 4K whenever they get around to doing it too. And that's honestly, Summer Rental and Great Outdoors are probably my two favorite Candy movies. Yeah, Daylight's crazy prices. Boogeyman says, you got the Art Attack box, Amazon exclusive, and the Terrifier box. Good grief. You loaded down. T. Shofi, yeah, I agree. Trigger warnings, just stop being a wimp. Rating system should be enough. Tyler P. in the house. Tyler, that's right. That should be enough. Did I order anything from Criterion Flash Sale? Yes, I did. I ordered The Awful Truth, which is a 1930s like screwball comedy. I ordered, and that was a recommendation of Jason from Pop Culture Mass. I ordered Godzilla vs. Biollante. I ordered, shit, now I can't remember what all. I ordered 4 movies. Oh, I ordered Seconds. And, yeah, hell, I ordered one other. I ordered 4. I can't remember. Yeah, boo, candy asses. Yeah, Scream. Yeah, I know Scream Factory did the Big Trouble in Little China Blu-ray because they actually did one of these big black box sets with the vinyl and everything else for that, even though it was a Blu-ray. So, and the only ones of those that I'm missing is the Big Trouble in Little China one that's a Blu-ray, and I am missing Prince of Darkness. So I need those two to complete my. I keep pointing up here; you guys can't see them. I need those two to complete that Carpenter set up there. I'm trying to catch back up real quick. Hey, horror girl in the house. Yeah, so Tyler's talking about Rad is being re-released on 4K by Umbrella. That one I don't get mad about being, because I'm not the biggest fan of everybody just keeping on re-releasing the same thing, but that one's out of print and ridiculously expensive. So having someone else release it, give people a chance to get it, I'm down for that kind of thing. I agree, Jason. That's what I'm saying. They're like, if you synced it where those 4Ks of Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison came out right around the time the new Happy Gilmore movie comes out, you'd have all this buzz. People be hyped up to watch the old ones again. And instead, it's just in limbo. Beetlejuice. Disney said they are doing all the restoration work themselves. They actually put out a little announcement on Tombstone and stuff. They're like they did for Sound of Music and Pretty Woman. It's not Sony, but the Disney film historians, film artisans, they're the ones doing the work for the restoration on those. So it apparently not Sony doing the work on those. And I think because of that deal, Disney is delineating the movies that they are actually restoring themselves. So they're keeping it separate. They're saying, hey, yeah, we got this deal with Sony, but this one we're working on. Like, so they've now set it for like Sound of Music, Tombstone, and Pretty Woman, I think. So it's like those 3, I think that's all that they've specially said that they are working on. 92 on the chat, 95 in the chat, 44 likes, 97 in the chat, 44 likes. Frog splash that like button. What like the different things people say? Just click the like button if you feel like it. It helps us out. Yeah, Jason, I'm excited to see The Awful Truth now because like you now and Brian have both hyped that up to me so much. I'm looking forward to it. I got my notification that it shipped today. Canadian Maker Project in the house. Oh, I will jump on. Look, Tombstone, Pretty Woman, and for me, Sound of Music. The minute I can get those, I'm buying. Man, 100 people, 103 53 likes. We're picking up some steam in here. Must not be anybody else on tonight. Dodgeball 2 is coming. Are they making Dodgeball 2? Man, I love the first Dodgeball. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Fucking Chuck Norris. I love that movie. Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Well, the funny thing is, the people that were, I don't understand the people that were already complaining about the price on Tombstone, because we didn't have a price yet. And then Disney puts that out. I don't know if I can find it on my phone. I had the article earlier about Disney doing it themselves. So, and then they're giving a standard version too. I mean, really, what more do you want? Let's see if I can find the article back up. Yeah, it actually says Disney. Shit, you're never gonna be able to see it. It says that Disney said that they are in-house meticulously remastering and restoring the film Tombstone to superior 4K HDR picture quality. It's going to have a Dolby Vision master. So they are doing it in-house. But, you know, the one complaint is the film's being slightly tucked because they're putting on a 66 gigabyte disc instead of 100. But they are doing it in-house. So that's in Forbes. You can go look at that up in Forbes magazine. They'll tell you about it. But there's other places, too, where Disney put the statement out. So they are doing it. Sony isn't actually doing it. Yeah, you can also find it on Media Play News, Forbes. So, like, they're doing it themselves. The Walt Disney Home Entertainment Company in-house is doing it. So, you know, we'll see. I mean, that doesn't mean it's going to be cheap. They could still maybe sell it at 65. But now they've already put out a that they're going to have a standard version. No, I don't think so, Tony. I don't know about that. Like Disney, when it usually comes to that kind of stuff, they're still pretty decent at that. But it's other stuff, designing rides, writing new movies, they're not any good at that anymore. Beetlejuice, I did not get. I am not a big enough Terrifier fan, and hopefully, like Michael and them are not watching. Like I like Terrifier a lot. My son likes it a lot, but I have them all on. I have them on 4K in steelbooks, and that's just enough for me. So I didn't get it. So I wouldn't want to tell you, yeah, it's worth it. I mean, I guess anything's worth it if you're a big enough fan, but I wouldn't. I'm not personally buying it. So I'm not, and I don't even know what all is in it. So I won't just tell you that. I did when I saw BlueTube. I did. So I'm going to try to make a new video, a follow-up video, like a new subscriber opening video. I started trying to do that instead of like posting a picture and like, you know, posting pictures and saying, you know, like, thank you and whatever. Kind of like try to do a video with everybody at once. Well, Beetlejuice, I would say that if you don't have any versions of them and you can get it all in one fell swoop for one good price, and then you're just kind of like done with it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You said Ken said he'd pay $65 for that steelbook. I would pay $65 for Tombstone. That is a high priority movie for me. Tyler P, I appreciate it. Tyler gave me $5 super chat. He said, happy Friday. Sent the rest to your tip jar so YouTube doesn't take half. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. I think like you and one other person are only people that have ever used my tip jar link on PayPal that links to PayPal down there. Because it does take you outside of YouTube to use it. So maybe some people get a little iffy on it, but yeah, they take like 1% or 2% for the whole transaction. YouTube takes like half of everything. Basement Movie Den, you change your account name instead of gotta make sure you're logged in under the account you want everybody to see. I'm your Huckleberry. Oh, Boogeyman's Closet. You wish you had the VSU box and book for Beastmaster. Yeah, Beastmaster was a must. That was a must. I mean, I'm literally writing, I've got a book that I'm doing that's titled Beastmaster is on. Because my dad used to say that all the time. It's about movies and pop culture in the 80s. Yeah, Blake's Giant PC. Yeah, I mean, Tombstone's one of those movies that I'll pay up for. I mean, it's just I want that one. Yeah, well, Tony O, here comes Pretty Woman. I'm excited. Like, I definitely like that one better than American Gigolo. Rip Torn did steal Dodgeball. Dodge a wrench, dodge a ball. And so much stuff that he said in that movie is not politically correct at all. Say when. I like when he tells him, like, you're probably seeing two of me. And he's like, well, I got two guns, one for each of you. Rad is on 4K from Studio Canal too. Three Ninjas. A lot of people have been talking about that would be a good VSU for them. I still want them to do Iron Eagle. I want them to do Over the Top. I think those two VSUs would sell like crazy. I hear you, Rural. I mean, Tyler loves the Art Attack set from Umbrella. Oh man, the Cloak and Dagger. So like, look, I'm be honest with you. Beastmaster, Roadhouse, Showgirls, and Cloak and Dagger, I had to buy off of eBay. Oh yeah, Why So Blue Tube. I already watched it. I got my review coming for that month's because I already got this month's Vinegar Syndrome shipment. So it came like 2 days ago. And I hadn't even finished watching last month's because last month's didn't get here until like March the 4th. So I have already watched Her Body, which I had seen it before, so I knew what it had in there. They're going to make John Wick 5. I felt like they might because I feel like they want to clear that up, the ending. Michael, what's up? Cobra VSU would be hot. For some reason, though, I keep thinking every time I picture Cobra, I picture Arrow doing it for some reason, even though I feel like it fits better with Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know what it is that makes me think Arrow would try to get that one over the others. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Cocoon. Movie Mask, you got lucky on Cloak and Dagger, got it when it came back on the Rad sale. Did you got the VSU when it came back on the Rad sale, or you just got the standard? I mean, because that if you got the VSU on that rad sale, man, that's like hitting a lottery. Oh man, dude. I know they had Vice Academy. Yeah, I don't buy the standards ever. They had Vice Academy, supposedly like 1 or 2, and like I was in there and like it was gone instantly. Instantly. Oh, that's cool, Tim. I'd double dip for an Alien box set. Yeah, Vice Academy went so fast, like I couldn't even get to the page. Like it was just. That's what I like. That's one of my big missed targets, and I just don't want to pay what they're asking on eBay for it. I mean, you can, and there's only like 3 or 4 listings ever, usually at any given time at most. Robert, I agree. That Convoy 4K right there, incredible, incredible 4K. Superman flew around the earth and bought it in the past. I might double dip on the rad 4K. I don't know. I usually tend to have a rule that I don't double dip on 4Ks when I have a bunch of other stuff to get, but we'll see. Heavenly Kid 4K would be incredible. I actually just got that from Grindhouse Video. They had a sale, and I started trying to tell you, like I told you guys, I'll show you what I picked up. And I'll tell you what it cost because it was crazy. Shit. Well, I thought I would. Hold on 1 second. Oh. Okay, so I got all this. Grindhouse was having like a closeout sale. And I told you guys I was trying to get all Scorpion and Code Red releases, and this is one of my favorites. So this is a Scorpion release, Heavenly Kid. Another Scorpion, Where the Boys Are. Another Scorpion, The Barbarians. Love that one growing up. This is a Code Red, Dagmar's Hot Pants. But then I also picked up, this is Hollywood Classics International. I got Private Lessons. Stallone Lockup 4K. I got Beach Babes From Beyond. This is a full moon pictures. And I got Hot Moves on DVD because I am not paying the $100+ for the Blu-ray. I got all of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies. One of them was a 4K, and I got all this for like $93 with shipping. So, and one of these is the 4K. So, not bad because it comes out to less than $10 per movie. So I am, and if you go look right now, you will not find this on eBay for less than like $30 by itself. So I was super excited with that little haul right there. So now I have at least one Code Red and a few Scorpions to get me started. Oh, Barbarians was awesome. Grew up, me and my brother watched that so much. I love 13 Ghost. 13 Ghost, listen, I take heat. You're going to see me talk about 13. You're going to see me talk about 13 Ghosts on an upcoming video. 13 Ghost, the remake of House on Haunted Hill, and Valentine. That I like all 3 of those movies, and I feel like I'm the only one that likes it. Do I need to hold still? Am I like pixelating or something? Is anybody having a problem? They were great in DC Cap. I think Beetlejuice is always the first one with a bad signal or like a problem. Now, like this camera, like I really need, even though it's a 4K camera, I need a better camera because it like pulses it focus breathes is what it's called. Yeah, it's because it's got a very sensitive focus breathing. Identity is another one that'd be really good on 4K. Think big and twin set on Laserdisc. I never did own any Laserdiscs. Stupid auto carrots. Autofocus would be a great 4K. That's an underrated movie. That was on a recent list. Oh, I got it, Beetlejuice. I got it. Lock up 4K. They're so reflective though. Dagmar's Hot Pants. Barbarians. My arms are shaking. I worked out so hard with my son. Where the Boys Are. 1984 version. There's another version with that title. Private Lessons. Beach Babes from Beyond. Director's Cut. The Heavenly Kid. I love this movie. And Hot Moves. So you guys can see, like a lot of my recommendation lists here lately, I've had some of these films on here, and if I didn't have them, and I had to go and watch them another way, I made it a point to try to go and get them. Because I'm not going to recommend stuff to you that I'm not going to watch. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids would be a good one. Oh, 13 Ghosts and Ghost Ship. Great double feature. Like I could take a couple of nights and watch 13 Ghosts, Ghost Ship, House on Haunted Hill, Valentine. I feel like those all came out around the same time, are very similar in some tone. They're all in like snapper case DVDs. That's all I have them in. I'll tell you this, I've had some trouble with my Panasonic player. I played a couple DVDs in it, and since I've gone back to 4Ks afterwards, it's had a little bit of trouble pixelating. So I'm like, it's not good. Give me all werewolf movies in 4K. Hey, Boogeyman's Closet, you let me know. I'm not out here trying to beg for movies, but if you're not interested, I will definitely. I'm trying to put together that list over a long term collection of Code Red and Scorpion. It's like I had no problems with anything I put in that 820, and then I watched a couple of DVDs, and then I've gone and then went back to 4Ks, and I've had a little bit of trouble. Don't tell about Mom the Babysitter's Dead would be a big one. Where did I get those movies from? Grindhouse Video. Not Grindhouse Releasing, but Grindhouse Video. They're smaller. They're kind of like Orbit, but a little smaller. They take a little bit longer to ship. Longer than Orbit by a good bit, but they've had some good deals going on. I mean, to get that many movies, including a 4K with a slip, with tax and shipping, was $93. It's pretty good. Dishes are done, man. Yeah, Barbarians was, when I saw that, I was like, oh, must have. Me and my brother watched that so much. Michael, I have not had any rot issues with any DVDs, and I have a few of those DVDs, including like some of the seasons of Smallville that they talked about. I don't have any problems. I checked the ones that I had. I haven't had any problems. Oh, BMG, you got the 88 films, Amityville Horror. Is that the one? That's the one, like the one I wanted with the cool artwork on it set? Man. Damn. That is, it's not often that Vinegar Syndrome gets beat on artwork. They got beat on that artwork. Yeah, I think disc rot has a lot to do with how stuff is in some place. It has to do with sometimes where you got them, like where, how they were taken of in the transport, and then how you take care of them, where you store them. Arrows pitch black rotted. I hadn't heard about that. Well, I mean, the thing about that, Ashley, is, I mean, um, is that usually with the ratings, though, they tell you that it's rated for R because it has an assault or because it has nudity or sex or whatever. So you kind of know, you should, like, you have to take that with a grain of salt when if you get that warning, because it's not just, they don't just say it's rated R. They say it's rated R because of this and this and this. So you have to pay attention to that. Like, I mean, if you do that, and if you've got that, then a trigger warning would be redundant. In my opinion, it's redundant. Like, and it's, I don't know. Like, I mean, that's what, to me, that's what the rating is for. All Arnold's movies need a 4K. I agree. Twins, that's high up there, favorite of mine. Oh wow, you got a couple there, Boogeyman. I don't need, like, I had only looked at some of their library, so like I didn't even know, I don't even know what all they have. I just know that I was going to set out on a long-term mission to put them all together. I would tend to agree with that, Nicholas, because like if it says it's rated R because it has violence, gore, nudity, sexual situations, graphic content, assault, whatever else, it's already telling you in the rating. Like, you always look at the R rating, and then down here it'll say because of this, this, and this, and this, and this. So, I mean, I feel like that's you got to make a decision based on that. Bloodsport does not have a US 4K release that I'm aware of. I imported mine from Turbine. I appreciate that, Boogeyman's Closet. I'll take you up on it. Michael, Pumping Iron. I'm just going to say, you guys are going to see Pumping Iron on an upcoming video of mine, because it's a docudrama. It a 4K. Oh my gosh, I would buy that so hard. Basement, man, I appreciate it. Giving me a $5 super chat. I'm trying to hold on. Hopefully, I don't click right out of here on everybody. Bro, where did you go? What just happened to my chat? Hold, y'all hang on with me for just a second here. Basement Movie Den, I appreciate the $5 super chat, man. That is actually the second one he has put in too, and for some reason it just now showing it to me. Because he also put in one just a minute ago that said bought Risky Business and To Die For and Princess Bride during the 50% off sale. Those are excellent pickups. Those are excellent pickups. I have all those in my collection. You're going to be happy with those. And then he hit me with another $5 super chat that said, got a Blu-ray to send me. Got a Blu-ray to send me? I like movies. And Daylight is now $350. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jason at Movie Mass said, Pumping Iron made me do steroids. You know what's funny too, though, is like those guys, by comparison, did a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of the stuff that the guys do today. Like it was a tiny fraction by comparison. You can tell by the way they look too. They look much more like Greek god statues than just giant like insanity. Why So Blue Tube with a $5 super chat. I appreciate that, my friend. He said the other actor who died this past week was Emile. I can't pronounce the name. She was the female lead in Brotherhood of the Wolf. Really? I didn't hear about that. That's a good movie, a very interesting movie. If you haven't seen that one, I recommend at least one watch. It's long, but it's good. I did not hear about that. Emily. They were, William. I don't know about that part of them. I just know about the rest of the part. The Golden Age bodybuilders. Yeah, they didn't do HGH either. Yeah, they didn't have that. So they never got that big, weird GI gut problem either. Dude, they just spent so much of their life. We need, what, 3 more super chats to hit the goal? I appreciate that, Why So Basement Movie Den. And Why So Bluetooth, thank you for that super chat. You're right, Movie Mass, Jason. They just, I mean, when you hear them talk about it, so like I knew Rick Drayson, who passed away not long ago, who used to work out with them for a long time. I was actually early on, you could probably still go back and find me on the website for Old School Labs supplements, and Rick Drayson was them, and they featured me on the website a couple times. And you know, like he'd talk about it. You can still find his YouTube videos up there. Even Arnold, them, all those guys, they got up, they ate, they went and worked out, they kind of piddled around their jobs, they hung out at the beach, slept on the beach, ate some more, went and worked out again. They just worked out a lot. They worked out a lot. They really did. Yeah, Juanita, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, he passed away yesterday. Wings Hauser. Hello, Risha. I don't know if the original Planet of the Apes has 4K or not. If I could get this on 4K, oh man, and this thing is loaded with features right here, this particular one. Just loaded. I would love to see him do a 4K and an update, talk to Arnold, everybody again. This is awesome. And it would look great on 4K. It was shot on film. Of course, a lot of it was 16 millimeter. Boogeyman's Closet with a $5 super chat. It says, be in the mail in a day or two. One from Amazon will be there by April 9th. It's a small one for you. Man, I appreciate that. That is super generous of you. I really do appreciate it. Whoa, Big Sal is in the house. Big Sal is in the house. The pop culture icon. We've gotten in here with 2 pop culture icons tonight. Big Sal, the super chat is rated E for everyone. Hi. What is up, man? Did I just see, though, John Doe? Is that real? George Foreman just passed away? Risha, you're going to have to turn that down a little bit. Big Sal in the house. Did I hadn't heard that about George Foreman, John Doe? Big Sal, he's missed a couple. We've missed you in here. Let's see. I didn't hear that about George Foreman. Where are you seeing that? I'm not seeing it when I Google it. Is this another one of those where everybody... Oh, no, I see it now. The Houston Chronicle, TMZ. I see it. 76 years old.
That's young.
That's kind of young at this point in time.
12 kids named George.
Can't read anything without 1,000 pop-ups these days. Wow. That sucks, man. Too much of that stuff like seems to go on in clumps together. Yeah, just now seeing that. God bless him. And I mean, everybody, it just sucks. 76, too young. That's too young. This day and age, that's too young. I mean, even like the life expectancy is even 79. I mean, and that's like the average. But I mean, I feel like this day and age, 85, like mid 80s at least. That's all right, Big Sal. I appreciate you being in here. Do you know Boogeyman's Closet? That's another one of the series, the subspecies movies that my dad was always into, and I just never would like watch with him. I wish I had, and I've still never seen them. Yep, Kathy, it's true. Oh, there's Mando in the house.
Can you see his face?
Yeah, Mando, over here, buddy. Hey, buddy. He's not amused.
Says hi, Juanita.
He says, hey, Juanita. Yee. He's like, unhand me. Unhand me, human number 2. Nicholas said, hey, Mando. There's Juanita. Said, hey. The Mando. He is like the 2 cats in one. He's that meme. I sent Risha the meme where there's like this serious Maine Coon, and it's like, I'm Maximus Decimus Meridius. And the other one's like, my name is Jeff. He's both. He's both. Yeah, it's a Maine Coon. He's a big old dude. He's not quite full grown yet. Yeah, Mando was like, get off me, people. He probably was napping. And then that way he can try to keep everybody awake later. That's what he'll do. My allergies say hello, Mando. Yeah, look, he gets me too. He gets me too. Boogeyman's Closet. I have no more creature features left. I have a few Dark Roads, and Bring Me a Dream was never on Blu-ray. Jason has 2 polydactyl Maine Coons.
What?
Jason has 2 polydactyl Maine Coons. Risha said she needs to see pictures. And they're from Maine. That's the only pet that I've got. I want a dog. I haven't been able to bring myself to have a dog. He'll send pictures. I haven't been able to bring myself to have a dog since my white English bulldog died 14 years ago. Yeah, that 4K went sideways fast on Big Sal on daylight. I might. I'm not going to say for sure, but I might have a copy of Daylight for when we hit 20,000 subscribers. I might have squirreled one away. Because we're close to 15 now. Oh, the Roadhouse from Arrow. We have to talk about that. Is anybody have the 4K, this beautiful 4K set here that is going to double dip? I got to say, because it looks like completely new artwork from Arrow, they're probably going to get me. And because it's Roadhouse. Big Sal, the Daylight, though, like I see them being priced really high on eBay, but I don't really necessarily see them selling. Like I had looked at one on eBay and somebody like sent me an offer for it for $85. They had it for like $199, or maybe it was $99. They sent me an offer for. Okay, so I get a lot of double dippers. Roadhouse is just one of those titles, man. It's gonna get people, and it's a whole. It looks like a whole new box setup and art type from Arrow. So I'm intrigued. Oh yeah, the Roadhouse Vinegar Syndrome. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. All I saw is you got a huge booty, though. Must not saw the rest of that conversation. Todd, I think like I always love seeing those little videos with the cats and the dogs just like laying with each other. I had when I had my bulldog Champ, I also had 2 cats and they loved him to death. Yeah, $300 on a single 4K is. I think what I spent the most on, what version of Some Like, I only have the Blu-ray. I have the Blu-ray of it. That's all I have, a Criterion Blu-ray. And that's one of my favorites there. I think the one that I spent the most on, other than Never Ending Story, which a great channel subscriber gave me half the money to buy, is probably, I think it's the Showgirls. I think it's the Showgirls VSU that I spent the most on. It's either Showgirls or Beastmaster. Because I got Showgirls in a clump I bought from one guy on eBay. So one of those I paid like $130 for. And I think that's the most I've ever spent on anything like that. Yeah, Black Dog, that one might be coming from somebody here soon. That one might be coming from Vinegar Syndrome. There was an announcement, Cinematograph, that does the movies, like Joy of Sex. This line is going to release its first action movie next month in 4K. So I'm very intrigued about that. They're going to release a 4K action movie on the Cinematograph line. I'm very intrigued. I think they said an 80s action movie too. So very intrigued. I have seen Titan. It made one of my most like messed up movies lists. Any new designs for my t-shirts? A few. I have not got them in yet. We haven't done them yet. Ordered. I posted them on my Instagram. I have a few that I've been working on, and then now everybody asked me to do just one like one with the logo and stuff on it. So I'm going to try to do a fun thing with the logo. What's the one movie I can put on when I can't think of anything else to watch that you could put on and never get tired of? There's a few. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is one. Back to the Future is one. Oddly enough, like Happy Gilmore and what's his name? Hubie Halloween, I can throw on and watch. I kind of have like my go-to comfort movies. And those like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade's always up there. Ghostbusters, Weird Science, I can throw on. It depends, like if it's a Guardians of the Galaxy 1 or 2, I can do that. My daughter does those. Those are hers. She puts those on. I never get tired of Ghostbusters or Grim. I can watch those too. Little Giants, that's a good one. Rock and Rolla and Layer Cake. Oh man, $400 Zavi and everything blue box. That would have been nice. I would have loved to have had that. Burbs is a good choice on that. I still don't have all the Rambo movies on 4K. I only have First Blood and the newest one. That's it. I've never watched Guardians in 3D. Savage Streets. I don't know if I've ever seen Savage Streets. Yeah, I was tempted to get that Ghostbusters Ultimate Collection. Karate Kid is another one that I can throw on and never get tired of. Empire Strikes Back, I can throw on. Karate Kid, I'll go to quite a bit. Just something about it. Requiem from a Dream. Good Lord, man. Multipass? Oh, I love Pray for Death, Shogasugi. Oh, man, Boogeyman's Closet. Yeah, I'm trying to put together. That's another venture I'm doing is every single Best Buy 4K Marvel Steelbook. It can be done. It just takes time. Throwback Cafe in the house. I still need to get you a shirt. The Fog is a good one. I love the Fog. The atmosphere of the Fog and with Tom Atkins and stuff. Now, like a fun Saturday afternoon one, like if I want to like just relax and watch something and take a nap on the couch, I can throw on like The Fog and Night of the Creeps and do me like a Tom Atkins like double feature there. Linda Blair. I see when you said that, I was trying to think, but Porky's is a good one. Antonio Bay was nearby your house. Why so Blue Tube? Oh, an action thriller. Look at her. Look at Linda Blair on the cover. That got Linnea Quigley in there. I'll have to check that out. Oh, Tony, yeah. Let me send me a list, man. Send me a list. For sure. I'd appreciate that. Send me a list. Oh, Big Sal. Look, Lord of the Rings. If I put that on, I'll probably watch a good chunk. Listen, I love Lord of the Rings. I want the 4K set. Right now, all I have, this is what I have for Lord of the Rings. I got this Blu-ray set here, which is cool. It's cool. But I want the 4Ks. I really want to see it in 4K. And I'll tell you, my uncle, Terry, he just lives a couple streets over. It's my stepdad's brother. He watches, and I kid you not, you can ask Risha, she's in the other room. Terry watches these movies every week. Like sometimes he'll watch pretty much every day. I mean, he's like, he's like retired and stuff, and he's at home. He will watch these every week. He doesn't go a day usually without watching some of it. But he's never seen them in like 4K. He's in stuff like that. So I want to get the 4K set and bring him over to my house, make up some like some snacks themed to the Lord of the Rings, and he's never seen them on an OLED or anything, and watch them, marathon them over a couple of days. But that's all I got. Some Blu-ray right now. Oh, you got the Tom Atkins figure. Like, I guess I'm going to end up having a double dip. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is long, movie mass. Lord of the Rings is long. But like, see, I don't mind it because it's an adventure fantasy. Like, I don't mind it on that one, on those. They're just like Saturday afternoon watchers to me. Like, throw it on, watch them into the evening. I can have them on in the background now that I've seen them a few times. I can get up and go out and come back in, watch it. Groove has the Lord of the Rings 4K collection, $170, get $20 off. I might have to look at that. Yeah, it's a nice set, Blake's. The Lord of the Rings Lego sets. Yeah, I guess I'm the Wizard of Oz is a cozy one. It is a cozy one. I love this. Let me show you. See that set right there is nice. Oh, well, now, wait a minute. I don't feel the same way about the Hobbit movies, movie mass. You can't throw in you want an elf booby? An elf booby? They could have thrown in an elf booby. Oh, I didn't see they were doing a Steelbooker Roadhouse. Daniel Banks with a $5 super chat said, I love your videos, Chase. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. Movie Mass says he earned an Arwen titty. Oh, not Oz. The Wizard. Oh, the Wizard. Oh, I do. Look, the Wizard is. I actually told my buddy Jason about the Wizard, or not Jason, Brian about the Wizard, and he hasn't seen it. And I keep telling him, you've got to see that movie. I mean, you're talking Fred Savage, Christian Slater, all that kind of stuff. That movie, like, I was the right age for that movie. Yeah, I'm down with that one for sure. I know my camera's like going crazy. Yeah, Scream Factory. There's a lot of Scream Factory 4Ks. I'm gonna put together all Scream Factory 4Ks over time too. I mean, they do good 4K work. Listen, I don't think there was a kid around my age, if they didn't have that power glove in that movie, the way that kid gets it out of his whole case and does this big presentation and puts on the power glove. If you were lying if you didn't want that thing after you saw that. I think we need to just get a lot more comedies on 4K, period. Kathy says, asked if I have watched Lord of the Rings in one sitting. I have watched them all in one night. Like, or one day into a night. Yeah, I have. I was sick. I didn't do, like, I had like a stomach bug. I was in my house by myself. My mom had got my kids and was keeping them so I didn't pass it on to them. I kid you not, I watched all 3 Lord of the Rings movies. And then between in and out of sleep, because I couldn't sleep that much, I watched the entire first season of Game of Thrones to follow it up. The Snow White remake is, I mean, I consider myself a Walt Disney historian. I wrote one of my master's theses on Walt Disney. And man, what he went through to get the original Snow White made and how much it meant to him, and for them to basically toss that out is, I just, no thanks. Like, I think I told Brian that if they were showing it on an airplane, I'd walk out. Kathy, yes. Hamburger, the movie on disc. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. If I could get in touch with whoever owns those rights right now and I could somehow buy them and to put that movie out, that would be the first movie I would put out. Hamburger. 100%. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is 67.90. Somebody else said it was 170. There must be 2 different versions. Kathy, I love that movie. I love that movie. Honestly, the Power Glove was a disappointment, though. I forgot what I was going to say. I was trying to read the chat at the same time. Oh, last night I went to sleep watching Hot Dog, the movie, on Tubi. At Eric, Orbit DVD is your friend that won't cancel on you. Yeah, Hot Dog. I mean, and Hot Dog is way, like, Hot Dog may make an appearance on another list here soon because way racier than I remember it being. Way racier, and it's got David Naughton from American Werewolf in London in it. Like, way racier. Hot Dog has a Blu-ray. Oh, Orbit DVD, they stock and they sell and ship fast. Kathy, thank you. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to get the rights to Hamburger the motion picture and Hot Dog the movie and release them as like a 2 movie set on 4K? That would be so awesome. Think of the box set possibilities there. I love doing the lists. I got a big one coming out tomorrow, and how well it does will tell me how often I'm going to continue to do my biggest lists. So like last week I did action movies and it didn't do as good as the comedies. Tomorrow I'm going back to another decade of the comedies, and we'll see how it is. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it hits like those. How many movies on this list? It's a dirty dozen. It's a dirty dozen on this list. And I tried, get through it, and I think the video is about 28 minutes long. Intro, outro, and 12 movies. So talk about each movie, I guess, for a couple minutes. Some of them I talk about a little bit longer, some of them talk about a little bit less. So it just depends. And I fought myself with the rankings on them. I fought myself with the ranking. Kathy, there are so many movies that need to be released on disc in 4K. So many. And yet I've heard people on YouTube talk about like what's left to put out on DVD, what's left to put out on 4K. There's nothing left. And I'm like, the fuck are y'all talking about? Tyler, a hamburger and hot dog box set, that would announce your boutique's presence with authority right there. That would announce your boutique's presence with authority. Man, what you could do with that kind of set. You add lunch wagon, you got a triple bill. Yeah, Hammer announced their presence with authority. It kept making me when I got the Hammer set, I kept thinking of Bull Durham, where Crash Davis and Nuke LaLoosh are arguing because Nuke wants to throw the fastball and he's like, I want to announce my presence with authority. And I'm like, Hammer announced their presence with authority with that box set. Do you want fries with that? Oh, Count of Monte Cristo. Is that the one with Jim Caviezel? That's a damn good movie. That's a damn good movie if that's the one you're talking about. Or are you talking about a different one? Hard Bodies I would love to get. I would love to get that. Yeah, Fright Night 2 is coming at some point. There is a Major League 4K steelbook, right, from Paramount? Oh, I'm super excited for Fright Night 2. A live watch party. Yeah, Tony, I've just got people have asked me that before. I don't know how to I don't know how I would do it. Somebody's gonna have to tell me how it works. Do you because I can't show like copyrighted stuff here. So is it just like we start a live and then everybody syncs up the movie and I say like 3, 2, 1 start and we just start watching together? Is that how it works? Because if that's I could definitely do that. I am planning to do I could probably set up a Discord channel and screen share the movie there with people. I'd have to have some help with that. I know nothing about Discord. Tomorrow, Swamp Thing. Tomorrow. You're getting it tomorrow at 2 p.m. Be there or be square. See, you guys have to educate me on Discord. I know less than zero about it. It is coming tomorrow. That list is coming tomorrow, Swamp Thing. And Big Jiggly Panda in the house with the best name going in here. I mean, I would have to know Beetlejuice, how to set up and do everything. I know nothing. Risha, can you come hit that so that unfreezes that picture? Come hit the OK button so it unfreezes the TV. Don't want to leave your OLED froze on a picture too long. It's got to be over there somewhere. Count of Monte Cristo is good. But I see people that host watch-alongs on YouTube. So how are they doing that? Oh, you got the Rocky Slip box coming in from Blockbuster block sets. That's nice. Why so Bluetooth? That's a nice one. Tyler just got his and saw pictures that he won from me on here. No, I don't have the screensaver set up. Well, see, it's on YouTube. We're watching Disney Travel Channel stuff on YouTube, and like YouTube does the freeze thing where it's like, "Are you still watching?" Yeah, but some people. So okay, that's what I'm saying. So William, so they're watching the movie and you can see them watching the movie and they're talking about the movie. You just can't see the movie on YouTube live, right? So um that's what I mean. Like the other way you do that is you would go live and say, all right, 15 minutes in the live stream, we're all going to start watching Night of the Creeps. And I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and everybody hit play and we somewhat watch it together on our own screens, I guess. That's how they're doing it on YouTube. I've got the I've got the C3 65-inch. Okay, William Kathy, yeah, so that's right. That's how you would do it. I mean that I could do for sure. Yeah, I thought about that too, Boogeyman's Closet, like because I'm pretty sure like Dawn of the Dead, or excuse me, Night of the Living Dead is in public domain, believe it or not. Um, Listen to the Dark Side of the Moon at the same time. Yeah, Tubi has commercials. It would have to be most people watching it. You'd have to be ready. Like if you wanted to stay like together, you would have to like watch it on physical media. This is a physical media channel, so you'd have to watch it on physical media. You have to watch a disc. That's not a bad idea, Big Jiggly Panda. See, man, I guess there's all kinds of stuff there. I've just never delved into it. Like this takes up so much time here. I haven't even had a chance to like figure out the best way or where to set up to sell my t-shirts because I'm not doing it through Etsy or anywhere else that takes most all of the money. Well, the only thing about Dark Roads, see, I could do one of my movies. I could do Dark Roads because I own it. But not everybody's going to have access to see it. So you can just enjoy my reactions to the live commentary. Well, I'm going to put our commentary from where we did the one on Iced. I'm going to put it on my members section. So that's going to be funny. Last movie stand and Brian's in the house. What up, MFer? About time you got here. Everybody be quiet. Stop talking about him. I really like Southern Comfort. Matter of fact, I was just mentioning it to Brian yesterday because I'm like, dude, if you haven't seen this movie, you got to see this movie. I don't know how I missed it either. There were moments watching it where I was like, I kind of remember this, but I was a kid when it came out. No, Dark Roads is not available from anywhere other than me because I pulled out of my distribution contract. We just mutually parted ways right before it got released. So there's nowhere to watch it. I still got to release it. I am hoping I want to release it myself, but I would partner with Vinegar Syndrome or even like Terror Vision or something to put out Dark Roads because they like to put out soundtracks. That movie has a really good soundtrack that I own. So you woke up from a nap this late. Good luck to you going back to bed. I've heard about that, Nicholas. I've never really, honestly, gotta say, I've never really looked for it though. Hey man, rural, sometimes you got to just do it. Sometimes you got to rip that band-aid and do it. Yeah, Mark Hamill in The Guyver. Be cool to see my reaction to a movie I haven't seen before. Those are harder to come. Those are hard to come by for me. I'm realizing as I do these lists, and so many people are like, "I've never seen that movie. I've never heard of that movie." I'm like, "Shit, I've seen a lot of movies." But I tell Risha all the time, like growing up in rural Georgia here, in the early and mid '80s and stuff. Like we spent the summers on my great grandparents' farm, and you'd help all day and you'd play outside all day and all this stuff. Chop wood. I was chopping wood when I was like 6 and 7. Learned how to chop wood. When we'd come in the house at night, they didn't have air conditioning in the Georgia summer. They didn't have air conditioning. So you took a shower and you laid down and you got real still, like me and my brother and my uncle and my aunt, and my cousins and stuff like that, because we were all there all the time, and you just watched movies. That's just what you did. There wasn't anything else to do. So many, many years, many nights spent like that. Alan, Dark Roads is about a Southern rock band in 1979 who used to be really, really famous, and now they're playing little crappy dive bars in front of like, a few dozen people. And they go up to a cabin to try. They got like 2 weeks to come up with a new sound, a whole new album, or they're getting dropped from their record label. And they find out the reason they had the success they did is the lead singer made a deal with the devil, and that deal has run out, and bad things start to happen. Kathy, we didn't have cable till 91, 90, 80, 90 maybe. Dark Roads might be my favorite that I've done. Of course, that one stars Bill Moseley and, oddly enough, the NFL Hall of Famer Eddie George. But I knew him through football. And then Bring Me a Dream, of course, stars Martin Cove and Tyler Maine and stuff like that. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate that. Get Shudder to show it. Well, if they'll pay me. And they want to pay for the quality control. That's it, Why So Bluetooth? You know, there's always plenty you haven't seen. Bedazzled 4K, I would buy so fast it would make your head spin. Like your head would just spin, like from the force of it. So fast. I love that movie. Just a couple. I haven't seen Righteous Gemstones, but that's got Walton Goggins in it, right? Blockbuster box sets in the house. Everybody be quiet. Stop talking about him too. Oh, well, Top Gun in 3D. Yeah, you knew it. You know what? We are actually giving away something here in a few minutes of yours. These are my old extra ones that I bought. I don't need these anymore, so I'm going to give these away tonight. I'm going to give away these. to some lucky winner. Mandalorian slip covers, blockbuster box sets in the house. I've been talking to him about trying to get a box set made for if I can get some more creature feature printed and dark roads. I thought I had one down here. I don't have one down here. Either way, like I can kind of show you this. So like I was gonna have like a CD or a poster in a book. We're just trying to decide if for the box set, if the slip will be enough. Because it'll just be like that and a booklet and a CD or something, or if I need to go like Arrow chunky box size, I don't know. It's just going to depend. And it's going to depend on how many people want to pre-order the movie. Like I don't have tons. I don't have infinite cash to like front out all of the costs. So we'll see. William calling it a night. Stay gluten free. But yeah, I've been selling single copies of Dark Roads for free. Did they announce the NOES artwork, like the steelbook stuff, blockbuster box sets? I haven't seen it. Dude, VHS, I would love to put it on VHS. I would like to look into doing that. Indiegogo is a good way to possibly do it. Oh, yeah, I saw yours, blockbuster box set. Yours is awesome as always. A VHS would be so good. Like, oh man, Creature Feature and Dark Roads, particularly on VHS. Man. Heaven Can Wait. Yeah, I've seen Heaven Can Wait. I would have to figure out who even does the VHS stuff anymore. How much would it be, Big Sal? It would depend. Like if it was a smaller, just slip box with the 4K or, the Blu-ray and then like a poster and a CD, you're probably looking at like $44.99 if I put if I put like a soundtrack and stuff with it. If are $40, and then if it's an Arrow size chunky box, you're probably looking more like 45 or 50. It just depends on what it costs me. I mean, it's tough for me, like as an individual, to like. I have to make more than like $10 on it to make it worth it. Oh yeah, blockbuster box sets. Yep. Oh yeah, Tony. Oh, I would that's something else I would do. I would number and sign all the ones that I put out. They would all be numbered and signed for sure. I go either. I like both. I don't really have a preference, Bran. Oh, that would be interesting. Big Jiggly Panda. You have to give me his name. I know some people are doing just like VHS artwork, but that's different than actually getting something onto VHS. I mean, like I could think of very, very slow way that I could do it, but I mean, it would take so long. Take a long time. But yeah, Tony, for sure. Any set that I do that's like an LE, like a limited edition set, it's going to be signed, and I'm going to do like a little number thing on it. Yeah, short version. They're just light up VHSs. No, I think I would like Vinegar Syndrome will do on their I think I would number them just like that. That's not auto pinned. It won't focus either. There we go. Right when it focused, it unfocused. Edition number 4,273 of 5,000. How about that cover, by the way? Oh, Big Sal. Big Sal, you got it, my brother. $50 super chat from Big Sal. Damn, man, he's in here. Big Sal has announced his presence with authority in here tonight. He said first copy is his whenever he releases it. Whenever I release it, it is done, my friend. Done. That is done. I appreciate that, man. That is crazy insane. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Tony. Yeah, I would have art cards, so to speak. Like I have like on set stuff. Somewhere right here. I always think of stuff when we're on here and then I don't have it right at my fingertips. But I have like on-set photography, like cards made and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I would probably try to get everybody I could to sign those, particularly for Dark Roads, because I could get like Jen and April and Chance and probably Lance on some of those to sign them, like a lot of the cast. If I see Bill Mosley anytime soon, I'm going to have him just sign a bunch. He gave us a bunch of signed stuff to sell off that I've still got somewhere too. So I would try to put in any of that stuff too. I got tons of the behind the scene pictures, Blockbuster box sets. So that's something I would definitely put in. Interesting short version. Yeah, I don't think you guys will be able to see it from over here, but I can try. Everything's a mess. So, way over there, that is the Dark Roads movie poster. And so I would probably do something like that in the package, and then any other new artwork too. And that's just for Dark Roads. I do the same for Creature Feature. Rural. I guess I'm too old for anime. Like I don't feel like anime came till I was older, and I didn't get into it because I'm in my mid 40s. I don't remember anime being big. Maybe I just wasn't into it. I have not watched it yet. I think I have it. I have it, but I haven't watched it yet, Big Jelly Panda. Huh? All right now. Thank you. Sci-fi classic. I mean, I've heard good things. I never like yeah, Voltron. Like I mean, I was into Voltron, but like I don't really feel like Voltron is anime the way we're talking about current anime. It still looked like the same kind of animation as like G.I. Joe and stuff like that. Tillamore Dew, honey whiskey. I've just had water with lemon. Japanimation. But I did like Voltron. I was into Voltron. I had the whole robot they put together. But like I was into G.I. Joe big time. Scooby-Doo. Transformers. He-Man. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? I mean, that's the kind of stuff I grew up on. At what age did you real? Oh yeah, Thundercats. I loved Thundercats. Thundercats was low down scary when it came on. I just the animation, the way the faces look, and all the it throws me. I don't know. Or anime. You know what age nobody got killed? I mean, you really think about it too on G.I. Joe, people should have been dying all the time. Oh man, and the original Scooby-Doo with all the like kind of like 60s and 70s light rock, classic rock, like chasing montages with Little Mary or Little Pretty Sunshine. Well, that's all right with me. Or a Little Mary Sunlight or something like that. Like they always had them like have a musical montage monster chase. I mean, Speed Racer was on. I don't remember that one wasn't like, I mean, for me, like must watch was like G.I. Joe and Scooby-Doo and Smurfs and Super Friends and Dungeons and Dragons cartoon when it came on for a little while. I watched Thundercats, Thundercats. Oh, I mean, I love Thundercats now. Like I will sit over there and watch Thundercats right now. I haven't seen that either. Either Big Julie. Perfect Blue. Witter Entertainment did Terrifier 1 through 3. Oh, 80s. I mean, opening credits were always the best. Thundercats and Mask were made for anime for US release. I had never heard of that. I mean, you're going back way early on that. It says while Thundercats was partially animated in Japan by Pacific Animation Corporation, it was American produced show with pen and ink drawing primarily done in the States. It's not considered anime, though it shares some stylistic similarities. What they're saying is the drawing happened here and they did the animation. If I'm reading that right, it seems like a very convoluted way to do it. Why do we not have a a Thundercats movie would just rule all, would it not? You could make a Thundercats live action movie scary. Like Mum Ra was scary, like big time. Until that Cats movie bombed. I just feel like if somebody would give me Thundercats to do, it would come out R-rated and scary. I love the real Ghostbusters. I love the real Ghostbusters. Yeah, they're still making Scooby-Doo cartoons, but not like the old ones. Perfect Blue. Is it anime? But like when we say that people are ripping off stuff to make movies with today, I don't like most movies that come out today. So most movies that come out today, I don't like at all. Like very, 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 very few. Cheetara, no, Cheetara wouldn't be rated R for that. It would be rated R for like the scary and the violence of it. Scooby Natural. I have a t-shirt that's Scooby Natural. I have a t-shirt that says Scooby Natural and it has both of them. Thundar the Barbarian. You got to give. They need to give some of these movies to people that grew up loving the stuff and like, want to make a real like that. Like, not saying you got to give it to me, but like somebody that has like a vision for it. Because I could do something with Thundercats. I'm gonna tell you right now, Mum Ra would make people piss their pants before that thing was over with if I was making it. But see, Big Jiggly Panda, I don't really like those two movies though. Like, I'm not that big fan of those two movies. Snarf, snarf, snarf. Yeah. Oh, I think Snarf would be. I could do something with Snarf. I would make him not like that though. Oh, I watched Space Ghost. I watched Johnny Quest too. Yeah, like I could like Black Swan was okay. I couldn't get like Requiem from the Dream for a Dream. Black Swan, even I've never rewatched. I've never felt the pull to rewatch it. No, Requiem is not like Requiem is not fun. That's right, Kathy. Somebody that actually knows and loves it, not somebody that wants to change it and try to say that the original was bad or problematic or whatever else. I'm trying to think. There was one. I'm trying to think of. There was one movie that I felt like they did pretty true, and now I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Of course, where I was like, oh, you could tell that filmmaker liked the source material, and now I can't remember what it was. And I'm looking around to see if do I have it? Oh, well, I'll tell you one thing that they've done right, which I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but Cobra Kai, you can tell those guys love the Karate Kid, right? And so they did the source material justice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll just say that I pitched an idea for a movie called Crease: The Way of the Fist to people connected with that, and it wasn't that long later that we got Cobra Kai. Like, man. Now mine was different. Mine was serious drama. Risha is like,
get me started.
He's like, don't get me started over there. I have not seen the trailer for the new Karate Kid movie, and I don't know that I'm really interested in that. I still have to watch the final season. I mean, I have some idea what happens because I had talked to Marty and Jesse and stuff. Like, I mean, so I kind of know where they were going, but I haven't watched it yet. Every time somebody types snarf on there, all I hear is snarf, snarf, snarf. I do like I like the first Final Destination movie a lot. And this, I don't know. I mean, it's Tony Todd's last movie, right? Is it officially his last movie that he was in? Like, I mean, I'll be interested to watch that one. Well, like Blockbuster box sets without, like, here's the problem. They have no new ideas. And what sells is, okay, they tried to make a Ghostbuster movie without any of the original cast really being in their roles, and they tried to change it and make it a girl boss movie and all this kind of stuff, and it flopped. In order for it to work again, they had to bring back the original cast, and they had to bring back the nostalgia and their connection to the original stuff, because they haven't made anything that is going to stay in the public zeitgeist, the pop culture identity of the masses since like the 90s, 80s and 90s. Like that's it. Like they really haven't done that much since then. So they have to go back and draw from there, and just doing the name recognition doesn't work. So they have to pull back those people to play those roles. I mean, I guarantee you in 1984, Bill Murray didn't expect to still be playing Venkman in 2024. That Ghostbusters thing doesn't exist to me, Brian. It doesn't exist. Ghostbusters means too much to me to acknowledge the existence of that steaming pile of crap. I agree, Beetlejuice. The wind is kind of changing on all that stuff. Disney's getting a big dose of the wind. So I told Brian my conspiracy theory is that that they announced Tombstone yesterday and Pretty Woman today, and Bob Iger, the head of Disney, also announced earlier today a whole new first ever ride based on The Lion King coming to the Disney parks, with a big video and an unveiling, all today, all since Snow White got in the box office and is flopping. And it's definitely like a look over here with all these other big announcements they're making.
They've never dropped 3 announcements in a row.
That's 3 big announcements from Disney in a row like that.
Coincidentally at the same time.
Yes, they are, Ben. Big Jilly Panda says that people don't have new ideas or that nobody goes to see. They aren't marketed like a. Well, here's the thing. They don't want to give many new people. They don't want, because Hollywood doesn't make a lot of the $5 to $25 million movies anymore. Everything is $200 million or more. So since they don't make a lot of those, they don't give new filmmakers a chance to do anything. So they only, right now, for like the past, really it's been bad for the past 15 years, but the past 10 years have been worse. You can't get a script approved. You can't get a story approved unless it stays in between the safety guardrails and it checks all these boxes. Like I went through this process. I'm not going to say the studio, but like you have to, the first thing they want to know is how many women are going to work on the project, how many minorities are going to work on the project. Is it going to have this, is it going to deal with this issue? If so, can we cut this out or change it? They worry about, like, you've got to check 50 boxes before they even hear about the story or about your vision for the film. It's like all this other stuff. And that kills so much before it ever gets started. Go back to the 80s and 90s movies and 70s. They didn't give a shit about offending anyone or anything else. They wanted to tell an entertaining story. So for me, I think it comes back to, until we start worrying about telling an entertaining story that falls under the filmmaker's vision first, we're doomed. We are doomed. It's like Brian was talking about Snow White, and I heard it from 10 different reviews. There's no vision. It's a corporate movie. It's a corporate conglomeration of a film.
I like how
And
Brian worded it. Movie by committee.
Movie by committee. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Instead of like back in the day, you'd have an auteur, you'd have an up and coming, and they would have a $15 million horror movie script that the studio wanted to do, and they would give it to them and say, go after this vision. And they don't do that anymore. Until they start to do that again, that's the problem. So, because all the marketing in the world's not going to help a shitty idea and a bad story. So it's like when I was in film school, when I was studying writing and everything, it's like, you know, the rule was you can make a terrible movie from a great script and a great story. You can make a terrible movie out of it, but you cannot make a great movie from a terrible script and bad story. So it all starts with the storytelling first, and you got to have a good vision. And then you got to have people that know how to market it instead of trying to be safe all the time or have just a one lane agenda. Like the 80s and 90s were equal opportunity offenders to everybody on everything. They didn't care. Right, Michael. Honora cost $6 million to make, and it won the Oscar. But did you see they spent $20 million on an Oscar campaign? Could have made 3 more $6 million movies. Yeah, A24 is, but see, they're trying to, they're smelling, the A24 is smelling their own farts. Well, and Blumhouse started out that way, and now look, almost everything Blumhouse does kind of goes under the same thing. They're going to make 50 sequels to everything, and everything is just like feels the same. Yeah, Dead Heat. Dead Heat, you would never get that made now. I look at so many movies over here and I'm like, this movie would never get made now. And it's a classic. They would never make it now. They would say it's problematic or offensive, and it would never get made. They would not make Pulp Fiction now. Zero chance that if that was like the first big movie out, they would not make it right now. No way. They would make him change so much dialogue and everything else in that movie. They would never do it. They would tell him that non-sequential is going to be too confusing for modern audiences and blah, 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 blah. People don't have the attention span for that, blah, 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 blah. They would chop that movie to pieces. We need more smaller movies, 100%, Brian. We need more of the $5 million to $20 million, $25 million movies. We need physical media to grow for that to happen. And all of those filmmakers, including the director of Anora, including Christopher Nolan, including Matt Damon, there are tons of them now that are pushing the button saying, we got to go back to physical media more. It allows us to make all these other movies. We got to push it again. Yes, physical media makes so much more money. Like it's like I said, Disney put out that in their quarterly earnings thing. It said that last year they made more money. It was like 4 or 5 times more money from physical media and home entertainment than they did from all their streaming service combined. Like, what? Why are you pushing streaming so hard? Because there are people. Have you ever met people that they will willingly make things worse rather than admit they were wrong? That's a lot of those studio heads that were all in on streaming only. What do you mean, you people? It's just a thing. I didn't mean to go like ranting. It's just a thing that I'm passionate about because I mean, I'm a writer first and foremost. I'm a writer, and then a director, cinematographer second. And it's like, man, I don't know if you could make. I don't know that you could make Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder? You think you could make that today? Oh, Thief and Blowout. So, I've been like, I'm waiting. You got to tell me about Thief. Like everybody keeps telling me. Now that I've rewatched The Keep. Now I grew up my brother rented The Keep a lot, but now that I rewatched The Keep, I want to see more of his stuff. And I know like Thief has Tangerine Dream soundtrack, so I'm interested. No, man, I like it. I'm like, I just don't want people to think I'm mad. Like, cause I know that like from being like a director, a teacher, a coach, all those things, like when I get like passionate and wound up about something, I sound like maybe I'm angry or whatever. And I'm just really projecting, I'm expounding. And I don't want people to think that I'm like angry or something. Oh, sure. You can make any movie you want if you can finance it yourself, but that don't mean anybody's going to see it. Like, I saw Robert Rodriguez and Tarantino having an argument about this. And Rodriguez told him, he's like, to be fair, you can't do it how we did it before. He's like, because when we got the money together to make our movies, there was such little competition. If you completed a movie, somebody was going to see it. Important because there just weren't that many self-financed independent movies. And Tarantino argued with him and said, no, if you make a good movie, it doesn't matter if there's 20,000 movies out there, 30,000 movies. Basement Movie Den, I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much, my friend. Tarantino's like, no, it doesn't matter if there's 20 or 30,000 movies a year out there. If your movie's good, people will find it. And Rodriguez is like, no, it's still hard to find, a good thing in amongst a pile of others. And I agree with Rodriguez. Like when they were making their independent movies, like Reservoir Dogs, which he had a lot, like the luck that he got once Harvey Keitel got on board, that movie was going to go somewhere. But Robert Rodriguez financing his first movie, but once he got that movie completed and in the can, somebody was going to see it because there were so few of those. Now you could make the greatest independent movie ever for $200,000, but because those places are inundated with 40 or 50 movies per day from independent filmmakers coming in. I mean, just thousands of movies a year. The chances of yours getting seen is so small. You're literally hunting a needle in a stack of needles. So I agree much more with Robert Rodriguez on that. Yeah, look at Megalopolis. He spent tons of money. But apparently it just stunk. I mean, people would see it. I mean, the thing is like, I mean, Dark Roads. Look, Dark Roads, a perfect example. Not saying I'm a great filmmaker. And listen, y'all, I love Vinegar Syndrome. This is not going to be a knock at Vinegar Syndrome. This is not a knock at Terror Vision or anything else. But my movie Dark Roads, it stars Bill Moseley. It's got Eddie George in it. It's got a soundtrack where some of the songs are performed by America's Got Talent finalist, Benton Blunt, like all this kind of stuff. That is actually, and the same thing with my movie Bring Me a Dream that's trying to be placed with Vinegar Syndrome through my distributor. It's got Martin Cove, Tyler Maine. It's got Jacqueline Betham, who was the lead in Tyler Perry's Have the Have-Nots for 5 years. It's got like these different people. That's bigger than most films that you're going to see. That's a bigger cast and recognizable names and stuff than films you're going to see come from Terror Vision or Vinegar Syndrome a lot of times. But yet I can't get it. I can't get Dark Roads with it. I mean, I've tried to reach out and I don't even hear anything from them. So, I mean, now don't get me wrong. Bring Me a Dream has been put out right now by Magnolia Pictures and Lionsgate and Indican. It's like, depending on where you buy it from, the label. But they're trying to put it with Vinegar Syndrome to get a new release on it. And I'm like, that'd be a movie that has more name recognition than most that they put out. I mean, all my movies, Kathy, my movies have been in festivals. So like I've been to like Hollywood, like Dark Roads played in Hollywood. Dark Roads was at the Hollywood Film Festival at Grauman's Chinese Theater. Idlewild Film Festival in Cal, tons of them. I've been to a bunch. They've been in a bunch of festivals. I actually founded and ran the Hollywood South Film Festival here in Georgia, or did it for a few years. Film festivals aren't about worth it anymore. Not unless you're in Sundance or Cannes or South by Southwest. Man, sold his winery. That sucks. Wait, what is that? What am I missing something about shots fired in here? Yeah, I mean they leave you with something, Big Sal. Yep. Wait, why was there shots fired? Am I missing something? I see why so Bluetooth says shots fired at last movie standing. Oh, you just described the whole Disney Star Wars. I think those are horrible movies. Well, I like Force Awakens. But Force Awakens was written by Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote Empire Strikes Back and several of the other Star Wars movies that we like. I think he wrote Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. He also wrote Force Awakens, and he did The Big Chill and stuff like that. Look, Force Awakens is very similar to the original movie. But I like Force Awakens. The other two, you could throw them in the garbage bin of life for all I care. I like The Force Awakens, though. No, they wouldn't make Fletch now. The rental age and the DVD, I've said it a million times. It was the old release window. Movies would come out of the theater. They'd be at a theater 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months or longer. Like Back to the Future was at the movie theater for like 18 months. They had time to find their audience and permeate the pop culture, and you could keep going and see it at the theater. But like then our standard later release thing was they'd be at the theater for 3 to 6 months. And then for 3 to 6 months, they'd go away, or longer sometimes. Sometimes it'd be 9. And then they would be at the movie rental place. And then 30 or 60 days later, they'd come out for sale. And then 6 months after that, they would come to cable, like HBO or whatever. And then another 6 months or a year after that, probably a year, you'd find them on TV. So they kept having these revenue spikes off of that same movie. And they don't have it anymore. They yank it from the theater in a week or two, throw it on streaming, and it's forgotten about. They're killing themselves. It makes no sense. I think Kasdan, when did he do The Big Chill? Like he did Silverado, and so Silverado came after Empire. When did The Big Chill? What year was Big Chill? Big Chill was 83, so yeah, that would have been right after Empire. That's it, Movie Mass. That's what I'm talking about, is the old release window. Because you knew if you didn't go see it during those 3 months or 6 months it was out at the theater, because later on what happened was it would be at the main theater for 3 or 6 months. Then it'd be at a dollar theater for like another 3 or 4 months. Hell, it'd still be at a dollar theater sometimes when it came out for rent on VHS. But you wanted to go see it because you didn't want to wait forever to see it on TV, or you didn't want to wait. Like if you missed it in the theater, you knew you were waiting 6 months or 9 months or some shit before it came out on to rent at best at the video rental place. And then you were fighting tooth and nail on new release Tuesday and that weekend to get the new release movie. So you didn't want to have to wait that long to see it. And you damn sure didn't want to have to wait to see it on TV. So you went to the movies. Oh yeah, Tim, but that was not in the writers thing. They made that decision in the filming and the editing of that. I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot about the Popeye horror movie. I felt like the one trailer I saw showed all the kills in the movie. but that's interesting. Yeah, Kasdan wrote Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? The other what else? Oh yeah, Screenboat with my man Jesse Cove is coming out too, and it was supposed to come out in January originally. I missed the theater. I missed that experience going on. What do you say we give these away before it gets too much later? We're going to do this a different way. Let's see. There is 97 of us in here. I'm going to write down a number from 1 to 100 on here. And the person who types it in and gets it, or if nobody gets it, they get it close. We end. But here's the thing. Stop guessing now because you can only guess once. You can only guess one time. We'll just wait. I haven't wrote it down yet. Don't guess yet. You can only guess one time. Once. I'm going to cancel out the first guesses. You can only guess one time. Once, because there's 101 of us in here right now. So I'm actually going to have to make it between 1 and 110 just to be safe. 1 and 110. So I'm going to write it down. Let's see. Let me pull a good number. All right. You can guess between a 1 and 110. Only one guess. Pie. Did everybody guess that's going to guess? I stand so still, look frozen. I can't, because my arms are too tired. I can't hold those things. My hands start shaking because we did Max on the bench. The prize is the Mandalorian slip cases tonight. I don't think anybody's got it yet. Believe it or not. Let's see. All right. So everybody that's going to guess has guessed, huh? All right. Let's go see. Did anybody guess it? Nobody got it. Nobody got it. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to do it one more time because I can't do the closest because people might have both hit it on either side. All right, I'm going to do to 50 this time. All right. Closest without going over, Price is Right style. Beetlejuice. Now everybody's not guessing again. Like we got like part of the people that guessed last time. I feel like I keep picking the numbers that are like apparently like in a I don't know, in a freaking, this is crazy. Like I don't even think anybody's close. Nobody's even close, I don't think this time. All right. Let me try to psychic blind spot. Let me try to do this a different way. You guys are never going to guess the numbers. We're just going to do trivia, I guess, because movie question time. Because I can't believe, what are the odds of that? So now that we moved on, we're moving on. We're going to do a movie question. We're going to do a movie question. Apparently, I psychically blocked you guys off the number. The first number was 34. The second number was 47. All right, movie question time. Oh, yeah, 47. I said that. All right, let's see. It's close to it, Willix. All right. What if we do a Snow White related question? No. Let's see. What would be a good, let's see. Oh, I got a good idea. I got a good idea. Yeah, we talked about that. That's sad. None you business. These are too easy. Okay. What Saturday morning cartoon? We ready? What Saturday morning cartoon was actually based on the toys that were created first? Oh, Lone Soldier for the win. Lone Soldier 24. Got it. It is He-Man. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. He-Man. They actually created those toys first. And then to sell the toys, they made the cartoon. That is the famous one that was famous for that. So Lone Soldier 24. Right. Yep. Lone Soldier was the first one in with it. Man, you got to email me at avawithchase at gmail.com and we'll get these sent out to you. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Wait, you were first, Ben. I don't even Throwback Cafe. I don't see it. I don't even see you're saying He-Man. Look, I'm going to show you guys. This is what it shows me. You got to make sure that you are live. If you're watching on your TV, it's a delay. I see Beetlejuice first with Scooby-Doo. And then, damn it, focus. Beetlejuice first with Scooby-Doo. And then last movie, damn it. Dude. I don't know why. Like every time I do this, that's what everybody like. Oh, they see it in a different order. I don't know why it won't focus. Worth a crapola. I got Last Movie Standing with Thundercats. I got Ben Belser with Garfield. I got Willix 1 with Transformers, and then Lone Soldier 24 with He-Man. Beetlejuice with Cabbage Patch. High Volume Video, TMNT. Last Movie Standing, guessing again with Transformers. I got Tim then with Masters of the Universe. I got Don't Believe the Hype with GoBots. Why So Bluetooth with Smurfs. Movie Mass with, I think, He-Man. Appalachian Meteorologist with Smurfs. The Collins with Transformers. Then Mike 707 with G.I. Joe. Then Todd with Masters of the Universe. Then Juanita with Transformers. John Doe Juggalo with Thundercats. Tim again with Mask. Kathy, the Smurfs. I got the short version 1.0, probably several. Mark Vision's Truth, Masters of the Universe. Brand, G.I. Joe. So like that's Throwback Cafe. I don't even see yours of saying He-Man. It's so weird. Yeah, I don't see Throwback Cafes on here at all saying He-Man. Oh, it's yeah. If you're watching on TV, it delays you. bad. That's why I was going to try to just do the numbers and then nobody guessed the number. Because, like, if you get the number, you just get the number. It doesn't matter whatever. But, good night, Nicholas. Thanks for coming in. My bad, Throwback Cafe. I wasn't trying to, like, cheat you out of it. See, that's weird because, like, Lone Soldiers, I see He-Man, and then I see him right above Beetlejuice's Cabbage Patch. I appreciate it, man. Thundercats meow. But Lone Soldier, you got to email me at avawithchase@gmail.com, and we'll get that sent out to you. Just label the email as live slipcover winner live chat, and then you'll just have to give me like your an address where I can mail the stuff. And I'll get it packaged up and a second raffle. Not this time. I got to save up. We're going to be celebrating 15,000 subscribers here soon. I'll be honest. Usually if I'm watching other people's live stream, there's a movie on TV and I'm watching it on my phone in my hand. Multipassing. So I got to save some stuff. Tim. Semantics. But the cartoon was originally called He-Man. Right? So He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. He, him, man. They, them, man. All right. I cannot believe there's still 86 of us in here, but it is 11:50 and we've been going almost 3 hours and I'm shot. I am shot. So I am going to call it a night. It is always so fun just to get like lost in here talking and hanging out. I know that I don't necessarily always have like a plan for like specific things that we're going to talk about on the chat. I just like hanging out, talking movies. So I appreciate that you all like to hang out and talking movies with me. And have a great weekend out there. Remember, 2 p.m. tomorrow, one of my big lists drops. And how well this list does will dictate how many more I do. Like, do I do one every now and then, one a week, 2 a week? This list is going to tell us a lot. So 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon should be a fun one. And I appreciate you all hanging out with me so much. I appreciate all the super chats, all the support, y'all. It is crazy. We're over 14,000 subscribers, almost 14,200. Insane. And we're just going to keep growing and keep doing it. Peace, love, peace, and hair grease. I love you all. Appreciate it so much. And you know the thing. Until next time, be kind, rewind like always. Chase with AV Pop Culture. And I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.